What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to TD Phins Talk. Guys, man, breaking news, y'all. Your boy KFleX just called me out on my last stream, man. It's all in good nature, though, man. Whatever his opinion was, it's all in good nature. I'm not making this a beef type thing or nothing like that. But hey, he called me out, and at the end of the day, it's my time to tell you what I think about the things that he just said, man. First of all, he basically just outlined the simple fact that, hey, man, admit it. You just don't like X. That was the preface of what he was saying, all right? Basically, hey, man, you just don't like X, and why don't you admit it? But I don't understand the message he left, because at the end of the day, it was a huge contradiction. It was a huge contradiction. Y'all tell me if this is contradicting or not, right? And so he says, what kind of all-pro cornerback gets beat? He asked me that question. He basically said X don't get beat. So he says, what kind of all-pro cornerback gets beat? Now, he wrote a long spiel about it, so y'all go check it out on the last video in the comment section. He says, what kind of all-pro cornerback gets beat? Okay, fair question, until he kept going. He said, basically the preface of what he said was, Xavier Howard plays an aggressive style football, and that's how he gets 7 interceptions. So playing aggressive, obviously he's going to get beat. Then why would you say, what kind of all-pro cornerback gets beat? That doesn't make sense. You ask me what kind of all-pro cornerback gets beat, and then go on to say he plays aggressive, so obviously he gets beat sometimes. I don't get it. I don't get the logic. And this is what people defend. He said, not as much as I make it seem like he gets beat. Then how much do I make it seem like the man gets beat? How much do I mean, like I said, like I replied, do I put a number on it or something? All TD has ever said is he gets beat. Now, when you add your own narrative just to make what I'm saying false, that's your own business. It makes no sense to me. This is just, it's just common sense. You said it yourself. You said it yourself. He plays an aggressive style of football. Obviously, he's going to get beat. Then why would you ask me what kind of all-pro cornerback gets beat? Xavier Howard? There's your answer. That's what kind. That's what kind. And that's the debate. That's what I love about his comment. He got his opinion, I got mine. That's the debate part of it. The only thing that I didn't like about it is it felt a little more on the personal side, and here's why. Why do I gotta hear about his comment section? He says, I am tired of this false narrative in my comment section. Yes, that's the part that shocked me. The disagreement, that's what this is all about, debate. You feel this way, I feel that way, let's talk about it, let's disagree, that's debate. That's all the beautiful part about it. But when you saying things like, I'm tired of the false narrative in my comment section, what they got to do with me? Because people that subscribe to you listen to some of the things I say, because maybe they see the logic behind it and they bring it to another channel. They just being people that want to talk about it. They want to throw out my opinion on it, and they want to hear what you have to say about it. That's all. That's what I thought. That's what this is all about. And you should have at that moment gave them a good, compelling reason on why you disagree. That's what it's all about. At that moment is your opportunity to give a good, compelling reason on why you disagree, and give them the facts. But not come to me and say, I'm tired of this false narrative in my comment section. Like, come on, dude, you better than that. Really? You're better than that, bro. You're better than that. That's unnecessary. I don't need to know what you tired of in your comment section just because they say TD said it. Come on, man. You way better than that. That's unnecessary, bro. At the end of the day, I stick with my point. Xavier Howard, I hope that one day this man turns out to be a Hall of Famer. And I replied that to Flex. I told him straight out. I said, I'm not trying to be like you and everybody else accepting the player X is today. No, I'm not accepting that. I'm accepting the player that we aspire for him to be, which is a future Hall of Famer. And the only way that you can get that out of him and Flores and all of those guys is if you point out the things that he can do to improve. So it's a problem with me pointing out things this man can do to improve, to make his game better. That's what it's supposed to be about. You can't just be satisfied with the player he is, not paying him that kind of money. We should be the most critical of players like that on your roster when you paying them that kind of money. If you're paying a guy that kind of money, he should be the most criticized player on the roster, giving us everything. We should be able to break down, he doesn't do this well, but hopefully he improves on this or that and earns that money. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. It's about making sure that you point out players' flaws so that the fan base, everybody who subscribe to you and follow you, can watch him on Sunday and say, hey, Flex, look, he's getting better at this. TD, look, he's getting better at that. He's becoming that all around that we'd hope that he'd be. I don't care if you think the man is a 9.9 out of 10. Ain't nothing wrong with us saying all he got to do is to make him a perfect 10. Ain't nothing wrong with us saying that. That's what we should be saying. We should be saying that. And if you're a real Miami Dolphin fan, which on this channel is the home of the real Miami Dolphin fans, if you're a real Miami Dolphin fans, you should be real critical of every single player on the roster. You should be critical of every single one of them. Every single one of them. It ain't no different from when Tannehill was the quarterback. Y'all was critical on him. All the things that the attributes that contribute to the things that I was critical on about him. And I already know that's what a lot of people would say. Yeah, but I'm critical on Tannehill. Well, it's hard to be critical on every single thing when a lot of attributables. But I was still a critical on him, on things he can do to improve, he need to work on. That ain't great. But when I say things like this, since you disagree with my overall take on things, you automatically say, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Stop that, man. Stop that, man. And at the end of the day, for KFLeXin, man, I love what you're doing over there on your channel. I love the Dolphin news that you bring to people. And if I agree or disagree, that's just my take on it. But at the end of the day, I will never, ever, ever come at you about something that other people saying in my comment section about you. Never. And I'd appreciate it if you did return that favor, bro. We all good. Ain't nothing but love. Hell, to be honest, the stuff like this should have been a collab. We should have gave it to the people. We should have gave it to the people, gave them this fire. Straight up collab, face to face. That's where it's supposed to be. That's what it's all about, man. But trust me, man, I don't want to hear nothing about what other people bring into your comment section about me. You run your channel. They're not them. But that's content. That's content. They say something that I said you disagree with, tell them why you disagree. That's what's up. That's what it's about, the disagreement, so that we can put it all together and the people can come up with their own conclusions. That's what it's all about, baby. Not coming at each other talking about what we tired of, the false narrative. I'm tired of the false narrative coming in my comment section. Bro, ain't nothing I can do about that. And if you're trying to tell me how to change my content, then that's really an issue, but we ain't going there. But ain't nothing I can do about that, man. Ain't nothing I can do about that. They come over to me, they listen. They got to make their own conclusions about what they think about the team. That's all, man. But for the rest of love, ain't nothing but love from TD Phins Talk coming over to KFLeXin. Nothing but love, bro. It ain't necessary. It ain't necessary, man. And somebody say then, hey, why didn't you just reach out personally instead of going live about it? The truth is, this content, baby, this is what it's about. This is what it's about, man. That's why I'm telling you right now in front of everybody, baby, let's do the collab. Let's talk about these differences. I'll bring the film. I'll bring the film with me. Matter of fact, I'll send you the film if you just hit me up. You want to collab, I'll send you the film, tell you the timestamps, and then we'll have a conversation after you see the film that I can show you of Xavier Howard getting beat. Nobody ever said he gets beat every single play and all day, every day. No, never said that. I just said for that kind of money, he gets, I don't know if I would have paid him that kind of money, but we did. So we can't do nothing but have the highest aspirations for this kid. That he gonna end up a Miami Dolphin Hall of Famer. Let's go, X. Let's go, X. The kid is a stud. He is a stud. I don't know how many times I gotta say it for the record. Xavier Howard is a stud who has a great upside. The better way to putting it. He has a great upside versus he does get beat sometimes. Maybe that's a better way to put it. He has great upside. That's a better way to put it. Maybe I'll start saying that. X got great upside. X got great upside, y'all. All right? I'm good, Dwayne. Appreciate you, man. But yeah, man, that's what it's all about, man. We can't sit here and ignore the facts as if this man is the come on, man. We sit here acting like he Deion Sanders or something. Let's just keep it real. We want him to be. We want him to be. And what kills me is on the same video that you're aware about, or your people coming over in the comment section. And that's another thing, Flex. Bro, you didn't even watch the whole video. I think you were just straight up going off of what people said in your comment section. You just came over typing. Bro, stop going off of what other people say. They ain't interpreting things right. You educated, you in school. Oh, that's why you can't be listening to what other people say, man. I said I would have rated the man a 91. What more do you need for me to say he 100 and he had? I said I would have rated him a 91. Stop listening to what you gotta say, bro. That's what I say. The best do stuff like this is so you can actually hear it out my mouth. So you can hear